Hello everybody, and welcome to my Sims ASMR channel. That's a joke, by the way. Alright lads, we're going to be playing some Sims today because I like to play The Sims and you can't stop me, and this is my channel and I can do whatever I want. So I play The Sims kind of a lot. I really enjoy building houses and creating worlds. However, I find the gameplay really boring, I guess. I find it hard to get attached to any of my Sims or really care about them for very long, so the gameplay for me gets old really fast. So today I wanted to try something a little bit different. I'm basically going to be letting the game completely decide my Sim for me. I'll be giving them a bit of guidance, but their looks and personality will be completely up to the EA gods. To start, we're going way back and making their grandparents. Now, the way we're going to do this is by letting the story mode pick them for me. As you can see, I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 on all the answers to see what we end up with. So here we have Grandad. He's a little on the eccentric side. To be honest, I think he's super suave and I kind of love him. You can see that he's a painter, he's charismatic, so he's just a fun guy. I followed exactly the same pattern for his wife and ended up with basically his opposite. Grandma is an astronaut, which is really cool. Next up is the makeover. I wanted to make Grandad's outfit a little more cohesive, but without losing his cool style. I gave him a random name, which is Cecil Oakes, and you can see that his traits are family orientated, creative, and mean. He's a quirky, cranky old man. Grandma strikes me as a bit more sensible and straight to the point. I kept her clothes fairly neutral and comfy. Her name randomized as Carrie, and her traits are genius, snob, and squeamish. Next up is our hot couple's randomized daughter. I think she turned out really pretty and somehow kind of normal. The game randomized her name as Luz, and she is a slob, an insider, and cheerful. I kept her vibe pretty much the same, just made it a bit more socially acceptable. She still has her short curly hair and the red dress, and I even kept those white boots. I'm really happy with how this family turned out. I think they're adorable and a really fun mix of personalities, and I'm kind of looking forward to seeing where this goes. So we have our Sims, and now they need somewhere to live. I randomized Luz's likes and dislikes, and her favourite colour is black, and her favourite decor style is mid-century modern. So I built this little 2-bedroom house in Oasis Springs, right by that big dinosaur. I've never really built in this style before, but it was actually really fun. Luz also likes gardening, so I gave her some planters. They're just kind of there for show really, because I'm too lazy to care for virtual plants. The inside is mostly black and white with random colour accents. With all the conflicting personalities we have here, I was trying to find some kind of balance between practical, creative, and childish. And I think it worked okay. Luz is messy, so I gave her a nice junk-filled room. She's got some nice little family portraits up there too. But moving on to the grandparents' room, we have this art corner set up for our main man Cecil, and then just a few space majiggies for Carrie. She's a little more minimalist than her husband. So now we have our characters and we have our house, so what's next? That's right, time to find Luz a baby daddy. So I take Luz to the Blue Velvet Lounge and we order her favourite drink, which is Bridgeport if you're interested, and scout out the local talent. I'm using the Scope the Surroundings feature that comes out with Wicked Whims, or in my case, Wonderful Whims, because may the Lord have mercy on my poor soul. And who is this fine gentleman that has caught her eye? Why, it's Simeon Silversweater! Well, he wouldn't be my first choice, but hey, the heart wants what the heart wants. So I sat Luz down with the miserable bastard, and in typical Sims fashion they immediately stood back up and walked away. So I took them both back home and just got on with it. Of course they woohooed in the wrong bed, but that's about what I expect. Wham bam, thank you man. You did your job, now you may leave. All that's left is to cross our fingers and... there's the bubble! Our main character is conceived and will be with us in just a few days. And so begins the waiting game. I made myself a cup of tea, Luz took a nap. I think we might have a lot in common. Cecil painted this landscape that was apparently a masterpiece. I don't know, maybe I just don't understand art. Cecil is a real character. I forgot to give him all of his outfits, so every now and then he just kind of surprises me with a new one. This one is quite the statement. He also just kind of lazes around the house annoying people. He has that mean energy and it's starting to get to people. And honestly, I think he likes it. On the other hand, Carrie is an angel. She mostly just keeps to herself, goes to work, fixes the appliances. 24/7 girl boss. They are an odd kind of family, but I've grown quite fond of them. I'm quite looking forward to whatever is next for these guys. And just when we were starting to get comfortable, Luz goes into labor. Everyone, stay calm! So Luz gets herself checked in and we get straight down to business. I must admit that I'm a little disappointed that the doctors don't T-pose anymore, so I guess that they finally fixed that. Whilst Luz is having a nice lie down, Cecil is having a rough time in the waiting room. It's a shame that he was the only parent available to come to the hospital. Alright gang, we have ourselves a little baby boy, and his name is... Demetrius! Interesting choice, and I think I like it. So here we have our main character, Demetrius Oakes. His life is a novel that is yet to be written. If you play The Sims 4 at all, then you know that babies are objects. They have no rights and they get no respect. I kept him as a baby for long enough for his grandmother to get a cuddle, but then I was ready to age him up. I'm ready to meet this little dude, and babies are boring, so let's just get on with it. Look at him! Look at this cutie! His blonde curls, his freckles, those big eyes, and he's got the angelic trait? What a little treasure. I left his main outfit as the one he aged up into, but I gave him some cute little fits. Look at the little froggy hat! Look at the bear bag! Shame we live in Oasis Springs so we'll never see the winter outfit. He hasn't exactly developed a personality yet, so I gave him a nature-inspired room with plenty of toys to choose from. He's kind of a glitchy child, and he likes to scoot across the floor sometimes. Now, is it just me, or did nobody else realise that the books in this game have individual pictures? I love the small details. The family are mostly very hands-on with raising Demetrius. I assume it's because he's a little cutie. I do have to give him some guidance sometimes because otherwise he just stands around staring into space. I don't know if this is maybe a game problem or if he's just a tiny himbo. There may be no thoughts behind those beautiful big eyes. Grandad has, unsurprisingly, not been very helpful with raising this child. Luz and Carrie have been teaching him valuable skills, while Cecil has been fixing the doll's house, which he himself smashed. One day, Cecil was the only one at home looking after the baby. Of course, he chose this day to die. He's very much going to be missed, more so by me than by the other Sims. I really connected with this guy for some reason. The very next day, Carrie also peaced out, right in front of the child too. Luz went through a full range of emotions, so I'm not sure exactly what she's thinking. Either way, it's now just the two of them, mother and son. And how time flies, it's Demetrius's birthday again, and today he becomes a child. One can only hope that he's just as precious as he is now. Demetrius was a pretty average toddler, which his skills reflect. I randomized a trait for him and got adventurous, which is fun. I can't actually randomize the aspiration, so I just used a random number generator and ended up with creative. We're gonna complete that before he hits his teenage years. Oh no. We're gonna have to do something about this. I wasn't really feeling the blonde afro, so I gave him his curls back, and I also kept that neutral colour palette, except for the bees, of course. I am quite concerned about his face shape. As you can see, something ain't right. His face is very cute from the front, but the side profile? There's just not much dimension. I went ahead and randomized his likes and dislikes. No favourite colour, but not a fan of blue. His favourite music is, lullabies. And he likes photography. Lots of room for growth, I guess. He's still pretty sad about his grandparents dying, so he's doing a lot of moping around. He's kind of a little weirdo. If you watch him for a moment, he will do something strange. He also rocks out hard to London Bridge. I decided to take him to the Festival of Youth to see if he could be a regular, normal kid in public. He actually made a lot of friends and totally just got along with everyone. I felt like a proud parent. He even bought himself an ice cream from Don Lothario, which he took a big bite from and immediately got brain freeze. He then ate the rest in one more bite. I worry that he's incapable of learning. I wanted to get him a memento from his day out, but the machine got jammed, so we just went home. Luz has been a great mother. She helped Demetrius with his first ever homework. He's going through a phase where he listens to music on full volume, and today it seems like school's out for summer, which is ironic really, because that was his first day of school ever. Thanksgiving rolled around and I was surprised to see that all 3 gnomes are the Grim Reaper ones. Hopefully that's not a premonition. I actually invited Simeon around for turkey and for some wholesome family time. He actually didn't eat the turkey and yelled at his son for no reason. I'm giving him a chance, but he really is a miserable bastard. For the most part, Demetrius is having a very normal, happy childhood. He's doing well in school, he draws at his crafting table, he plays with his friends, he's just a happy little kid. Time continues to fly, and before we know it, it's Christmas. We put the lights up and spent some quality time decorating the tree. Then we were treated to this rousing round of Wingle Zibs.
Wingle Zibs, Wingle Zibs, Wingle Badulorn.
Seeing as 'tis the season to be jolly and joyous, I thought I'd invite Simeon back for some festivities. I was delighted to see that he's old now. He opened his gift and then didn't stick around for the rest. Luz gave the guys some knitted jumpers as a special treat. They didn't go down very well at all, but it's the thought that counts. Luz cooked up a delicious looking ham, which Simeon declined yet again. Can't say we didn't try. After dinner they sat down and watched movies and then passed out into a food coma. Unsurprisingly, Dad did not stick around for this. They seem more happy as a 2-person family anyway. Father Winter eventually showed up to round off the day. When everyone went to bed, he took a bath and got changed into a different Santa outfit. I've never seen this one before. Clement decided to get comfy for the next 24 hours and was still there for Boxing Day birthday celebrations. It's actually both of their birthdays today, which means we only had to bake one cake. We've completed Demetrius's aspiration, which means that he's going to be creatively gifted. I actually think that he's a really sweet, funny kid, and I like him a lot. I'm actually weirdly nervous for him to become a teen. This is it! The teenage years! Time to give him a random trait. Hot-headed? Oh god, that really sucks. I'm not happy about that at all. Time to RNG the aspiration. Okay, 2, which is athletic. So the choice is extreme sports enthusiast or bodybuilder. Man, this isn't going the way I expected. Okay, 2 again, bodybuilder. Christ. Okay.
Me.
What in the daddy's credit card is this? Did you inherit those glasses from Cecil? My baby, what happened to you? Oh, you poor thing, let me help you. We're still having the same weird skull problems, although now his teeth are permanently showing too. So we'll randomize his likes and dislikes, and hopefully that will help with the makeover. Okay, dislikes grey, not helpful. Likes romantic music, attracted to goths, enjoys baking, dislikes boho, same. Ah, hipster, we can work with that. Okay, so here's our new and improved himbo, Demetrius Oakes. I used the hipster tag to pick his outfits, and honestly it was a struggle. I gave him his curls back because my heart says that he needs them, and then I gave him some basic comfy outfits. We'll probably change these up a bit as we go. So that's it for now. RNGesus has given us a creative hipster bodybuilder who likes to bake and gets angry a lot. That's quite the combination. That's where we're going to leave this video for now. Let me know if you'd like to see more of this. Psych! I'm going to do it regardless of whether you want it or not. I'm not sure if I'll do the next part in the same style or if I'll do more of a let's play. I want to follow him through high school, work on his aspirations, see what he gets up to, etc, etc. Then maybe we'll take him to college. I don't know, we'll see. If you did watch this far, then thank you. I don't make these videos for views, I just enjoy editing and creating them and sharing them with friends. So if you're hearing this, then I really do appreciate you watching my silly videos. Give me a thumbs up just because it makes me happy. Maybe subscribe, maybe leave a comment. Hopefully I'll see you for the next part, whenever that is. Love you guys, toodles!